YouTube? We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the Brother Bear, the Highwayman himself, Bald Gnome with the Dome, TJ.
What do you think Medieval Gallantmon looks like under the helmet?
I wouldn't be surprised if that guy's got like flowing locks. He's got that like Lancelot vibes where you like take the helmet off, you got that hair swoosh. I don't know why I did the hair swoosh right now. I don't got the hair for that. I just like...
You got the hair. You got the hair. Don't put yourself down like that. You think you think so? Like, you think he's hot?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, cool. I just want to clarify.
But yeah, we've got some matches that were filmed over at Dean's Dugout for y'all. For those of you who don't know, it's the local card shop that we go to every Sunday for Digimon. Started about 12:30 p.m. So if you're in the Chicagoland area or the suburban area, check them out. Check us out. We'd love to have you. Today's matchup features Gabe on the left, playing Fenrilooga, going up against Mike on the right, playing a Gabu Rush variant. As I said in the previous video, we are working on getting EX-08 decks out for you guys. It is a little hard as everybody's still getting some of their boxes and their pieces, but I believe later on this week and moving forward, we should have a lot more variety for you folks. And the video goes live today. If you're not doing anything tonight, Risu and myself will be commentating Eggman's, I believe it's a Winnabox tournament. So if you're not doing anything tonight and want to hear me yap even more, I don't know why you would, but if you do, feel free to check it out. We'll be on stream. Risu will be streaming it and Eggman as well on his Twitch. So feel free to check that out. Super excited to be there. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into the round.
So we have a little bit of a revival here. A little bit of revival of the Gabu Rush, which is or GabuBond. Really, because the new I can't remember what they were talking about it. And they were saying, like, honestly, the new GabuBond Ace is on just like so like goated.
It's really good
for the deck. Just kind of being able to do your thing. Like, yes, you're missing the Uko like package at its full power to really kind of like push you like that crazy distance. However, I mean, like a lot of the core pieces are still there. It's still really fast. Like, it can do crazy things. It can kind of pop off.
So we go push up the Gabu. I think here Mike's just, it's fair to keep digging. So we go into the Gabu X. We pick up a Ancient Garuru. And it looks like what we're doing here is running like a good mesh of like just typical blue hybrid stuff, as well as the Gabu package, which is what most GabuBond decks tend to run. And then we go ahead and drop a BT15 GabuMon. And like we're deciding on what we want to do next, and we just evo for 3 into a Lobo.
Yeah,
fair.
I did not
go ahead.
Get to see Mike's games really. His games were almost always done by the time I was done, so I really didn't get to watch too much. But from what I heard, he had some fun games.
Okay, so we see Gabe drop the Tyranno, picking up 2 pieces. I couldn't see exactly what he picked up, but it looked like maybe it was a AG and a Daruga. And then we drop a Scramble to go into the Soul Lugar for free. Essentially, we'll pop a 6k by trashing 2, but no egg underneath, so none of this like crazy efficient Evo shenanigans that Fenry loves to do. Oh god, Gabu X. Criminal. Bottom decking Louis and a Matt. And we see the Luga get pushed up. We slide the Secret Agent Fang underneath to gain a memory. I will say though, I do love GabuBond Ace, but having that Ace threat is really neat. But the fact that it bottom decks sources, or like stacks with sources less than it, can be a little rough, because you really, in theory, like, for example, right, like if you just have a Gabu set, you don't even bottom deck this Luga if it were to swing.
It being reliant on sources, like, I think the GabuBond Ace is unironically, it's not unironically, that's not the right word, but it's, funnily enough, it's better in like every other deck except for its own.
Yes.
Like it's just better in just like Mirage or like any other, even like
Imperial,
any blue deck. Yeah. Like anything that's more source reliant, because you're not a big source guy with this. with just regular GabuBond rush stuff. So it's tough.
Yeah. So Gabe, interesting play here. Did alliance with the Soul Lugar, swinging with the Luga. Does end up living, giving Mike a BT6 mat, which will let him gain 1 and draw 1. Yeah, it is interesting though. Because the original GabuBond bottom decked level 5 or lowers, I feel like that as an ace would be a little bit too cracked. Yeah. But I do feel like I wish there was just a better way for them to make it just a little bit better. Because GabuBond ace doesn't care, right? It's just like 15k DP's worth of Digimon. Or 15k DP or lower. So...
Yeah, like 15k DP or less.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, when it comes to, like, you know, being for their own decks, the GabuBond ace definitely, like, outweighs the GabuBond.
Mm-hmm.
For, like, their pure, like, actual decks.
Oh, no. Not the Kazuchi.
Yeah, Kazuchi out of security is tough.
He's already got a Takemi in trash as well, and the Soul Lugar is likely not going anywhere next turn.
Yeah.
We drop a Gabu.
Yeah, BT6 Gabu, but unfortunately is not... It's really not going to help us, I don't think.
No.
It's good to get some stuff on board for early chip, but at the moment we're kind of just struggling, and I think at this point Gabe probably has a lot of what he needs.
I think he has everything he needs. As long as he's got the Fenry, he's good to go. So we slide the Secret Agent Fang.
No Take in trash it though, is there?
Ooh, that's an OG. Not OG, but that's an old Fenry.
14.
Interesting.
I mean, it is an OG, technically. It is the OG Fenry.
I believe he does have a Takemi in trash. I might be mistaken, but I think he does. So he just needs that... Yeah, he has a Takemi in trash. So he just needs the new Fenry to be able to pop off. We crack the Castle of the Demon Wolves to play a Lugar. And there it is. Go Fenry, play out a Kazuchi, go ahead and pop the Gabu, go ahead and DNA Evo, and just go on autopilot here.
Find all the things.
Cover one.
Minus 16k.
Swing, pitch 1 on both sides. Go ahead, swing, restand with Alliance, and
Mike's
swing.
just like, yeah, it's over. All right. Go to game 2.
Oh, Fenry. Good deck. Well, I mean, I don't love playing against it, but I mean, the combo is very good.
The more I think about it, maybe the game's not in such a good state right now. maybe the game is suffering. Maybe it's tough.
Well, I think we're in the phase. I think we're in the stage right now of like things are getting a little bit like we can only go so much because if we keep things steady, the game's just gonna get super stale. Because you can't like keep things the way that they are and expect people to be like, oh yeah, like we have fun playing this. Like there needs to be some natural power creep, but the problem now is that the power creep, like they like cooked too hard and now they're like struggling to keep up and make things still like relatively fair without sacrificing some of the like integrity of the game. I don't know.
It's one of the hard things too, because like a lot of the Liberator decks are really cool, and I was actually talking about this with Arby a little bit. A lot of Liberator decks are really cool, but they're all like, comparatively to other decks, they're all extremely underpowered. Yeah. They're all extremely underpowered. Like there's almost like a fear of making them good, but it's like they're pushing it so hard, which is it's weird, right? Like I'm not crazy for thinking that.
No.
And then like on top of that too, like if the second Liberator ends, like we might not get support for those cards anymore, which is also tough.
Yeah.
Which like it doesn't look like Liberator's gonna end necessarily anytime soon. I hope it keeps going for a while. But like,
I mean, look what happened with Ghost Game, right? I mean, once Ghost Game finished, like Gamma just sort of like fell to the wayside. Like they just sort of like it was like, goodbye.
One and like even in regards to Ghost Game too, like at least for Gamma, like as long as they print other Gammamon or they print other cards like that, which we should get more Gammamon support in BT21.
Yeah.
Those cards are all tied to like name or like in name. They're not tied to a specific trait from like a comic.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, you know, I mean, obviously I would assume if they print some Digimon cards like ones that are part of Liberator lines, they get a Liberator trait, but there's ones that they necessarily may not do it for, which is, you know, just kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know. Like thinking about it more, like Nats, the fact that the top 4 decks
We're all
purple decks. And I think the top 16 in general was mostly purple and blue.
He's doing the thing.
Yeah, he's doing the thing. Sorry, we're ranting about other stuff. I apologize.
I mean, Mike had a decent start. I mean, he had the BT6 Mad, he had the Gabu out for some early chip, but I mean, Gabe now, as we see, I mean, he's got the Kazuchi in trash, but he does not have the Takemi. But we do end up just going Fenriluga here, off of the like Soul Lugar escalation. And then we end up
plays the other Fenry.
Plays the other Fenry. Interesting.
Gains the memory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Huh. Swings 2 checks with Alliance.
I mean, now he just threatens game next turn.
Swings does choose to Alliance here for 2 more checks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And so now
plays an Analog Youth.
Yeah, puts him right to 3.
Mm-hmm. And then Mike, I mean, yeah, you could do some things with the Koji and Takuya, like going into an Ancient Guard, for example, but because Gabe has a level 4, you don't get rid of the Fenris. So at this point, I feel like you're just kind of stuck.
The other Fenry does at least leave the board at the end of the turn.
Right.
But he really just needs to find out to both the Daruga and the Fenriluga. If he can find outs to
we could see a GabuBond ace here, though. It wouldn't change the game in Mike's favor. I think you just buy yourself maybe like another turn, but you would get rid of the 2 bodies here.
Oh,
we go Lobo.
Okay. You know what? Fenry actually is only 11k. So there's a world where
he Ancient Guards and swings into Fenry right now.
Right, yeah, swings into Fenry, bounces the Daruga, and then Fenriluga bounces back to hand anyways, and is able to just kind of clear board here.
Oh.
Okay, we go Kendo.
Oh no! Don't tell me there's no Ancient. Ooh.
Swing, draw.
Please, Mike. I believe.
Top 3.
Wait.
Okay, grabs GabuMon, so grabs a GabuBond.
Oh no,
Tech
Ancient.
security, no effect.
So Gabe hits the demon, like Castle of the Demon Wolves, picks up a Tyranno off of that, pitches a Tyranno. Oh, no Ancient Guard is tough. Because now you even lose the ace threat. Yeah, you just play out the Gabu and threaten ace, but oof. This might be curtains.
Yeah, it's tough. Kendo's not gonna offer anything to help here.
Unless you're running like a Zudo ace on the off chance, but...
Right. Well, the Fenry shouldn't be on board anymore. That's a big thing right now.
The Fenry should not be there.
Which might be a game changer potentially, because if Gabe wins the game by putting the memory over to Mike's side without passing...
Yeah, which I mean, he should be able to find a way to
He should be able to just win.
Well, we do Alliance... Are we?
No, he's just swinging with it to clear the body on suspense.
I don't think it changes much.
It doesn't change anything. He would have been able to swing regardless. He didn't ever put the memory back over to Mike's side, so it wouldn't have changed it. It just wouldn't have been that one swinging. It would have been the other Fenry swinging. That's all.
All right. Well, Fenry does take it. Fenry just doing Fenry things. Right? GabuBond trying to put up a fight, but it's tough when you've got a combo play that just takes away all your security in the blink of an eye.
Dude, our videos are gonna just be like an example of why purple's at the top right now. that's all that's happening. It's just Demon Lords and then Fenry. It's back to back.
Well, I mean, and yesterday's video was purple hybrid too. So a lot of purple.
True, too.
A lot of purple.
What it did? I can't remember. They won, didn't they? Too. Yeah.
I forget.
I don't remember either.
Anywho's, like I said in previous videos, EX-08 decks will definitely be on the channel soon enough. Hopefully you enjoyed the Gallant match of yesterday. Like I said, that was a taste of what's to come. We'll definitely get more on the channel for you guys. And also, like I said earlier, if you're not doing anything tonight, you want to keep yapping with your boy, check me and Risu out later tonight. Hope to see you there. Bye bye.
Stop my toe.